I'm trying to remaster this video, re-upload, try to dig a little bit deeper and put it together a little bit better because I'm disappointed in the way that it ended. And now that I have a whole perspective, maybe it's gonna work out. So if you're watching this, yep. Anyways, deleting your Facebook, I wouldn't recommend. Everything is a resource. Everything you have to appreciate. You have lived your life. You just want to just delete 10 years of your life. That's cool with me. It's just a little weird. Alright? Yes, Mark Zuckerberg has you by your balls. Or whatever. Has bought your balls because you spent time on his evil little platform. But last time again, Mark Zuckerberg didn't told me what to have for dinner. He only makes suggestions. Data is only there to make suggestions. Honestly, they don't really know what the fuck to do with your data. They wish they could do something useful. I don't think they can, besides targeted advertisement. But what else can you do? Is some intelligence company is gathering data, trying to figure out your personality and all that stuff. I try to do that. I try to force collecting data, interacting, and what I get, a fucking middle finger, as if I'm a robot. Alright? I, as a human, that have spent time with my classmates, me big boy, I still got a middle finger, bro. I still got a stop sign in the end. Please stop, man. What? Yeah, the ending was not the ending. Obviously, someone said something, and that something was garbage, and I'm like very disappointed now. You must understand the subjects, and there's a lot to understand. The first thing I want to unpack is escape the matrix idea. The second thing we're gonna unpack is obviously all the personalities that I had. So some people just literally gave consent over time because they just don't want to quit. Not quitters. They want to hang on to our friendship for some reason. Very valuable stuff. You know, you gotta use what you have. In these days. For me, personally, in the shadows, everything is a resource. I almost joked because I still don't want to take it too seriously. That like if you have RuneScape gold, you can just come up to strangers and give away RuneScape gold. Maybe in exchange of like a random comment about something. You know, ask a random question. It's kind of happening in the streets. People offering dollars for questions. It's like, well, if you answer this, you get $1. That's cool. They try to make the question kind of simple. I would want to exaggerate that. I even made a Instagram post asking for money because I want to be like Mr. Beast in a way where I give away kind of large sums of money, not small amount. But for people who are actually brilliant, actually intelligent, not because they know some facts, but they know how to approach a problem or how to break it down. They have great opinions, and I want to like figure out how to actually present that information. You know, how to talk about it. It would be such an empowering tool. I want to escape the shadows. Escaping the Matrix is escaping the structure that you were born with. Alright? Unlucky for me, but it doesn't matter, alright? In the shadows, you're not unlucky. Alright? Just like being a popular kid, you're not lucky. You can't look at celebrities and be like, oh, they're so lucky. They have to work every fucking day, bro. They're in the spotlight every day. There's no escape. It's pretty disgusting, and technically they don't really have superpowers, alright? Like you do in the shadows. And technically being interconnected is a superpower. The only superpower is like, oh, I have a bunch of resources. And 0% brain to spend it on things. But it is pretty scary if a celebrity does have brain. But it's very, very unlikely. Alright? You can't buy brain, you cannot buy love, you cannot buy skills. Alright? So that's the structure. And it's fancy, right? Again, each of these work in a different way. So popular kids have their little bubbles. They don't want to mix the bubbles together unless they're desperate. Yes, Selena. Very desperate. Some people are. Would you look at that? So, yeah, I mean, like, do you date people in your industry? What happens is the spotlight doubles, triples, quadruples because now you are a couple. And it's even weirder for people to look into this because now it's a relationship in the spotlight is the weirdest thing. You don't want to do this most of the time. You want to date someone somewhat less relevant than you. Because if you mix, like, again, Selena and Bieber, like, what the are you kidding me, bro? Do you not have blindness already? Holy shit. Of course you do. But that's cool. That's cool. I can cure Selena's blindness, though. I don't know about dudes who are married still to some weird person. But that's cool. So yeah, you have that. Also, I would love to talk about the person who coined the term in the first place, which is Andrew Tate. What is he doing? Well, he escaped the Matrix, right? But his dreams suck, so he started raining down garbage onto people. It's like, hey guys, you should also become scammers. You're gonna be so happy with me. What the excuse me? No, you're just asking for more money. As a rich person. You know how cringe that is? Yeah, your dreams fucking suck. Now you're in jail. Alright? You might stay in jail quite a long time, and you lose everything. So, yeah. You failed. You can't escape Matrix and be like, oh, now I ruled the entire universe. You get to live your goddamn dream. Andrew Tate is smart and rich. Do some cool stuff with that. Alright? Yeah, you can go to talk shows and brag about it, but don't brag about being a fucking scammer. Holy, what the hell is that? And don't brag about doing crime and getting away with it. Holy shit. There's a clip of that too. And I'm not talking about human trafficking. Again, being a scammer and bragging about it and spreading it as a disease to other people, luckily, a second Andrew Tate did not happen. Alright, technically Sneeko tried to, do his own thing in a weird way. Try to resonate, because he's always desperate for something. I don't understand. Yeah, like Sneeko, no. I can talk with Sneeko. I think he's a respectable dude. It's just, no one can keep up with me anymore. There's not a person in the world, I think, that can keep up with me. I'm sorry, guys. Sometimes I can crumble and fall because I just lose resources, lose the inertia, and I start to like question, like, what do I do now? How do I stitch this? What do I question? I get very confused. So I still don't know how to control that. But slowly, I pick up every single skill. Everything I need to talk about, I cram into 2-hour video. All the emotions I just fully express. Very simple. But that does not solve my problem of escaping the Matrix. Now, this is a ticket to escape the Matrix. If I get the resources, and then I get to go out into the streets, and I still have enough courage, I still have to build up courage. The streets where I live in, you have money, you will have problems too. You don't just go out with a camera and be like flexing fucking money for good answers. That's not how it works. And potentially people are silent because around me, because we're all in trouble. But like, people are silent all across the internet. It's nothing new to me. Unless something weird is going on and YouTube algorithm is like, oh, you're from Europe. You're gonna get nothing, bro. You get nothing. You're European. Suck a dick, bro. You're a loser. What? How does that work? But PewDiePie, man. He was also European. Please give me something, man. Now, well, the idea is that I make shitty YouTube videos and everyone says that. And then it's like, yeah, but like, what is considered a good YouTube video? And the problem is, the third problem. The third problem is, you have to make me feel good. Mistake. People think that society works that way. That society is about, well, make me feel good. Then something happens. And it's like, are you fucking stupid? What something happens? I made you feel bad and you said stop, and it's like, wow, you learn how to speak. You actually can speak. This is the first time I saw that person speak. You said stop, man. Congratulations. The baby's first words. I am so proud of you. It's so stupid, right? And I made him feel bad. So I got what I wanted, technically. Well, I got comedic effect, alright? It's comedic effect because it's so pathetic, but at least something happened, alright? As pathetic as it is, something happened. It's fascinating to me. So what did happen? What did I interacted with? I have recorded some of the stuff, but let's finish this thing. So yeah, let's do it as a fourth point. Even if I had money, it would be hard to deal with strangers in the streets. With the money, I would need some bodyguards, some protection as well. I would need to go to straight to police and just be like, hey guys, I need some kind of device to alarm you guys that I'm in trouble, or like keep an eye on me, or like where's the safest territory in my town so I don't get jumped for making these videos. The moment I will feel in danger, I will stop doing what I'm doing. I will not play with fire. I literally have to consult police to keep an eye on me and tell me all the hints of what the fuck is going on. This is some serious shit. I'm a fucking introvert. I will talk to police now. Holy shit, man. I don't want to do this shit. But look what people are forcing me to do. It's hella. And yes, oh wow, it will make you feel good if an introvert all of a sudden starts doing backflips in the middle of the street, man. What the fuck? Sure. Sure. Man, I've seen many TikToks. And half of the TikToks is just artistic garbage. Alright, it's completely pointless, but it's artistic, so I guess it has a meaning. It feels like something, right? And if it feels like something, it feels good. But I am not one of those people, so I will not make people feel good. When I ask them questions to answer, they will feel confident and they will be like, oh, I deserve the money now. And I'll have to like shut them down. And they might get aggressive because I'm offering money. It's a tough one. So perhaps I have to offer something else. Not money anymore. I have to like really think this through. I can offer like free stuff. But then if I have free stuff, like what is that? Like the people gonna rob me now? Like how do I set it up? I literally have no basics. I have to work alone. And I guess that's the challenge. Live in the shadows. Work alone. Talk to yourself into a microphone. That is the way. And it's so exhausting, man. It's like, I really want to question a very simple thing, right? Isn't there like a shortcut, an easy way out of the shadows? And the easy way out is, I figure, is like survive. You just have to survive. Don't worry about it. You grow in power very, very fast. And you shouldn't worry about things you don't want to do. You should focus on things that you are definitely capable of doing and will yield you results. You are alone. In the shadows, you're completely alone. Even the shadow people, if you bump into them, you don't see them. You don't know them. You can't really detect them that easily. You could detect that something is wrong, but potentially you can't really communicate that. And you're just going to scare each other away. It's very interesting stuff. If you're truly powerful, though, like, you should be able to, like, somehow detect shadow people. So there's a lot of questions. Even though I know the structure, right? But the way it could work, all the potential things, I mean, it gets complicated. Again, just like there's that special moment when two celebrities come together and create a ridiculous spotlight. So I'm sure there's more things available here. And celebrities get to influence the normies. But normies don't understand celebrity language as well as they understand the shadow language. Alright? Stuff that happens in the shadows, if that spreads, that influences people a lot more. But celebrities have a more consistent grip on humanity. So it's just very interesting dynamics here. It's like crazy, bro. I'm being mind blown. The things I'll be able to do, because I'll do like graphics like that, but graphics that look actually very sophisticated. Potentially I will have, AI technology. I don't know. This program is gonna grow into something, I'm sure. Let me just claim my gold, guys. Fascinating. Yeah, it's almost like trying to wake someone from their sleep is like, well, stop waking me up. I don't want to. I'm not even waking you up to like join the shadows. That would be a little bit very selfish of me. But the shadows will come to you and like the sleep paralysis demons or sleeplessness. Sleeplessness is pretty scary, by the way. I never really talked about it, but when you start being sleepless, holy shit. That is the craziest thing you could do to yourself. You become so fucking numb of like weirdness that you feel. I can't even describe it, man. If you very sensitive to vibes, like you can try being sleepless. It's not that difficult. You get tired and you just push through it, and that's enough to become like very sleepless and disturbed internally. Yeah, I remember work times. I would work night shift, and the first night shift was absolute horror, man. And like, why? Why would work have to be so crippling to people? But that's what puts us to sleep. That's cute. Yeah. Yeah, if the work is too hard, only slavers get to benefit. But still, everyone suffers. The whole society suffers. And technically, feel good is a rule, sure. But mastering this rule is still very difficult. Because feel good is something you can distribute into the future. It feels good to set up your future to learn good skills that will give you better results in life. That's what actually feels good. And also, yes, you have to distribute to make sure that things you're learning are useful in the moment as well. So when I'm making these videos, things I'm learning are very goddamn useful. Things I'm saying to myself, very useful because I'll say more things the next minute. All I have to do is just make sure that my car drives properly. I have some speed left. That would last me 2 hours, because that's the goal always. So, very fascinating stuff. Again, I want to fully describe this, but is it necessary? We'll see. It's just very fascinating. Popular kids have power, which is interesting. I didn't... Okay. What? Pop kids. But that's so cool, right? When someone gets cancelled, someone gets popped as well. The power just start leaking out, and they can't really control, or their ship gets sunk. It's quite fascinating stuff. To just look at this landscape, it's so crazy, right? And in the shadows, yeah, you just have to survive, but you grow in power too, and you become more hostile because power is something very difficult to control. It's like having spikes all over you, and if you bump into someone with too much force, you do a lot of damage, and you'll have to pay for that damage, essentially. Unless you did also a lot of useful things to society somehow, which is very possible in the shadows. In the shadows, technically you can do whatever you want. Just don't start murdering people. You literally can go any length as long as people don't die. Alright? Because when people die and they find you, that you did it, you'll be haunted and kept in the shadows for a long time still, and you won't be able to escape. And not being able to escape the Matrix is the hell on Earth. Alright? You need to do it, or it will be hell on earth. That is the hell. There's no hell beyond life. This is hell. You get stuck in your little fucking group that you're born in. Alright? Again, most celebrities, they start from a very young age. They get manufactured, or they have all the traits needed to just go numb and just seek fellowship or whatever. Build following. Now I'm very questionable. TikTok is very questionable if you can actually build following there. But other than that, it's like, sure. Because like, does TikTok following translates to anything? Can you bring TikTok followers into YouTube? For some reason, not really. I'm not sure about that. It's very confusing. Maybe we just don't know how to advertise or interconnect these two things. YouTube is the main platform. I probably would be able to convince most people to join my YouTube channel by just saying, YouTube is way better. Just promoting YouTube as it is. Saying all the good things that it offers and how to use it. There's a lot of things I could do, like I've learned a lot of things over the year. Didn't took me that long. Of course, I have been around for way longer, and I've been focusing on this quite a bit longer. 5 years, to be honest. Accelerating the whole process into this culmination, which is right now, where I'm still accelerating really fast. Still collecting powers. I'm very careful with that. And I know every single time there's something new, and my powers are expanding exponentially, I have to be careful and look around. Is anyone hurt? Am I doing a good job? I have to be very self-aware, especially as an introvert. Because no one really is gonna tell me my powers. I can only check my own powers as an introvert. I know myself very well as an introvert. No one is going to talk to me that easily. They can tell me to stop, and that's still not an indication that I should stop, because they don't know me. And it's just such a weird thing where I can technically do whatever I want, but when I start feeling bad, that means now I have to stop. It's not an indication when other people tell me to stop unless I feel bad about it. Unless there's something that bothers me. And, yeah, it does bother me. It's like, I guess they use silence as a superpower in this peculiar way. Silence is a superpower because breaking silence is, insanely hard. So they want to use this breaking of silence as, as a way to control me if I'm making mistakes, I guess. But I literally control everything now. All I have to do is successfully escape shadows. Now, I still question what the hell do I have to do? But that's the introduction to another story entirely. Let's focus now on the main thing. Deleting your Facebook. How do you use these resources? And again, if you watch my videos, I want to empower more of shadow people. But we can try and look what Facebook means to all these groups. How should they treat this? If I can figure it out. For me, again, it's just a resource. A resource you have to burn fully. I don't care. But the problem is, my condition is different because of my high school crush. Technically, the first girl you meet potentially just defines your life because you figure out what your life needs. And my life needs, apparently, more rejection. I need to force people to reject me. Alright? Because I cannot reject them. I want them as a resource for me, so, the only thing I can do is scare the shit out of them that I'm very hungry and very needy or something. I don't care. I don't care if that scares them. But the problem is, I have to keep trying, and sometimes you can actually succeed, which is the case with one girl on Instagram, basically. That was the hottest girl at school. And still is, technically, because no one really changed over the years. The moment they left school, they did a few things, but they lost speed. They lost the ability. They probably lost time for themselves. They almost everything feels bad. Staying on Facebook feels bad. But where do you go? You have to, when you say goodbye to a platform, you have to go somewhere. You have to focus. You have to build a platform somewhere. The cool thing is, people are leaving not just TikTok, or they have to think about leaving TikTok, and now they're thinking about leaving Facebook too because Mark Zuckerberg is evil or whatever. Where you gonna go, right? So, think before you leave that your last post needs to redirect people to new source or new home, even new home, because you want to invite people, you want to invite good people to come and follow you potentially. For me personally, like, you can come to my Discord, right? But I will put you on a waiting list of, like, just to double check if you're a real good person. I don't care if you are made out of AI, alright? If you're made out of stardust. If you're a troll out of another planet. I don't care. I just want to verify that you're useful to me in some particular way. Alright? That's it. That's the thing you have to set up. This is the waiting room. I set it up. And technically on Facebook, you cannot really get much information unless you're friends with that person. So friendships that you have collected on Facebook are actually ridiculously valuable because you have access to data yourself. Yes, Mark Zuckerberg has access to all the data in the universe, and it's pretty scary. Alright, they have your face, they have your full name, they have your friends list, they know where you live, what things you have done, what things you like. All this data is technically useful and technically should be purchased back to us. We should actually demand this data for ourselves. Of, like, in case you know extra things, we need that data. Also, can you give data about Monica? Because I really need that one. Yeah, I need it to squeeze lemons, but please give me that. Give me... Mark Zuckerberg! I know you're listening. Give me my data, dude. About Monica. It's still mine, though. It's mine, though. I worked so hard for it. The stupidest thing I just realized is that Zuckerberg is correct. He is a mountain of sugar. He is, though. We have to beg Zuckerberg to give us data of our favorite things. Oh my god. Please, Mark Zuckerberg, look how ugly Monica looks like. I need her data, please. You can give me that, right? I don't want to beg too much, but, like, come on, man. I had so much fun on Facebook back in the day. I forgot how... I can't evaluate it anymore because everyone blocked me. I still have some transcripts. That's cool. They save everything, bro. They literally save every single conversation ever for a long time. Even comments from, like, many, many years ago. It's weird. Whatever. They take care of data very much. again, you can't really beat people. You can't really beat these categories by being evil. All right, by being an asshole. You can't beat them. Uh, and technically, I thought like escaping the Matrix is me as a shadow person going into here or into here, living a normal life a little bit, maybe becoming popular in some way, and that's probably true. If you can mix these two, these few categories for yourself a little bit, you should be able to start uh, taking control over your life. It's very difficult though to mix this shit. Because I still don't understand what the fuck. I see it. I don't understand though. What do I pretend to be a normie? Do I have to lie? Because like lying and not being honest is just something I can't do. I can though, but I can't. Yes, I can a little bit. As a joke, I can't. I'm sorry, bro. The only way I can not be honest is if I release a game, right? And then people like it and I sugarcoat it in a different way. It's just not gonna be me anymore. It's gonna be me trying to trick people that it's a cool thing, guys. Please play my game, obviously. But it's so weird. It's so much effort to put into something that, again, is a trick. So I literally can't be dishonest. I can't. So there is no shortcut here where I'll just pretend to be a part of this system. This system is like very interconnected, and again, they have power in numbers. Normies there's a lot of them, alright? And they can somewhat organize each other themselves. But when it's silence, I'm very scared for the normies right now, because it feels like they're gonna be struggling if they live in silence. I'm sorry, guys. You have to learn how to use the internet. The biggest problem that I had, the thing that inspired this video, I didn't even explain, is there's these people, right? There's this chat. So this is a chat created by my classmates, and the idea is they wanted to meet each other. But then I stepped in and be like, I don't want to do this, but here's what you should be doing, is expressing what you have done the last 10 years, that's cool. How you felt about school, your reflections and all that stuff, that's cool. Because, like, if we meet each other, we're gonna have roughly, like, 2 hours to spend with each other. Wow. We might as well dress nicely and stuff. I don't have the resources to do any of this shit. I don't even have courage to show up. And most importantly, we're not gonna do anything productive. I'm always worried if people are not gonna do productive shit. If there's gonna be people filling up the corners because they feel, left out or something. Just because they show up doesn't mean they're gonna be a part of something at all. Alright? That's not how it works. And it's just so painful to look at this miserable attempt into bringing back something from the dead that, well, everyone just went their own way and have weird lives now. So, hopefully they uploaded something about it on Facebook so we understand what the fuck is going on. But that's where we should start. We should start where we are starting from the first place. It is fascinating that people in the past were able to gather together as a class to begin with, but I'm not familiar with that. As a shadow person, they didn't explain anything to me. And if you don't explain anything to me, I get to grow in power for free. If you're silent, if you're evil in the way you operate things because you don't know, not knowing is pretty fucking evil. Alright? Oh, I don't know if killing people is wrong or not. I don't know if when you shoot a gun and the bullet comes out and it hits someone else's brain, it will just pop their brain out and they're gonna be not breathing anymore or something. I don't know. I didn't know that. What? I didn't know if you put two arms together on someone's neck and they stop breathing for long enough and it's like, well, they stop living too. What is that? I didn't know that. I just tried something new. Not knowing is pretty evil. And again, the only thing they know is like, oh, if maybe some things make me feel good, some things don't make me feel good. But now, like, opinions make them feel bad. Opinions? Effort makes you feel bad? Holy shit, bro. You guys are completely broken. What happens if all these normies are completely broken? Technically, we can call this period the apocalypse. What the fuck do we do now? There's one section that is completely broken right now. I don't feel too broken, but like, I feel the damage just leaking out. Because we have to like put it together, like celebrities and the shadow people have to fucking put them together, back together again. It's like, please connect to this person, that person, and this person needs that. Like, what the fuck? I don't want to do this shit. I'll steal everything. Because you guys are evil. That's how it works, guys. I can't do shit. Alright? I'm still technically maybe a low-level shadow person still. I don't know. Because I don't have just those sparkly resources that you don't really have them, but you can do weird things if you do have it. And sometimes you do have it. One day you wake up, you have that charisma to approach someone or do something weird. I don't know. I haven't spent enough time to figure it out, okay? I did not. The only time weird things were happening is when I decided to be weird. Alright, going out in the streets and just be fucking really weird. Alright, and the weirdest thing, I met a homeless woman and interacted to some extent until she realized I was trying to like say like, I'm actually not homeless. Why are you trying to relate to me? That's kind of weird. And then I jumped in the car to a stranger. Yep, I did that one. I was like telling him, oh, I'm gonna tell a story, and then I didn't tell nothing really, so it was very awkward. But then I got French fries in the end. It's like, you must be hungry or something. Sure. I just didn't know how to control these situations, but the opportunities are there. That's what I'm talking about when I say sparkly resources. If you have enough charisma to approach someone, maybe something will happen that you did not expect, but you have to do it in a correct way, because yes, unexpected will happen, but you won't be able to control it, so it's still useless. So you have to be very careful with this stuff. You also can get in trouble, but it's kind of unlikely, to be honest. Like, people do weird things all the time and they don't get in trouble. Everything can be reversed. It's just, the biggest trouble you can do to yourself is waste time. So that's a big deal. I'm running out of points, though. I want to make more points. Not knowing is pretty evil, and knowing that silence is just gonna make less and less knowledge. Alright? The knowledge is gonna sink into the ground because of our silence. We're just gonna lose it. So I literally have to be smarter than everyone in the planet, just in case people start talking again, so I could redirect them to how to talk, what to do, how to feel. Just literally reprogram humanity when it starts. So I have to technically prepare myself as like, okay, you guys don't want to do it now, but you will do it eventually. You'll be forced to. There's no other way. I know you can call me Mr. Echo Chamber, talking to myself and stuff. What do I do, bro? What do I do? Why the four walls always have to be white and I have to be handcuffed in my own apartment? You know? Why do I have to feel like a crazy person? It's unreal. But okay, I'm gonna keep mining, I guess. I'm gonna keep doing my thing. That sucks. Even though we have all this technology, I'm still like, I feel like in a coal mine all the time. Alright? Yeah, with all this technology, with all the possibilities, I'm still in a coal mine. Trying to figure out how life works. By hard work. Very, very hard work. Something that no one wants to do, and when I brag about it, everyone's just silent, like, you didn't find gold. It's useless, I don't care. Find gold, asshole. You're not doing good enough work. Because they don't give a fuck. The work part, it's just invisible to them. It's like you have to have achievements that break their bones. Alright? It breaks their bones. It's like, now I have gold, now what? And then all the zombies from every single corner is gonna look into my gold. It's like, oh, you found it now. No, guys. The gold that I will find is gonna break your bones before you even come to see it. You're gonna be scared of the things I'll find. I'm not in a coal mine desperate for gold. I find it every single day. You just don't see it. Yes, technically I call coal gold as well, so I don't know, I'm always confused. Everything I find is gold to me. But some gold is better than others. And honestly, again, it's kind of ironic because right now I wouldn't recommend buying gold. I know gold has been sustainable like versus inflation and has been enriching a lot of people, but everything can collapse at any moment. And if a lot of people buy into garbage, just like with Bitcoin, everything can just start crashing out of nowhere. If you have no control, what are you doing? What are you actually doing? You're just selling your soul to something that you have no control over. So there's a girl out there, woman, technically, but to me it's a girl because she still has a hot sister, looks single to me, and that's Lauren, and she's promoting gold, and also now promoting the social media blackout as well. These things are starting to leak out. We're like, oh, let's just get rid of the entire internet. We don't need that. Internet is a problem. No, get rid of Facebook after you burn the resources. Maybe there's something about Twitter as well that you can burn. You have to burn the resources. And the way to burn resources is to do things that don't feel good for other people but feel ridiculously empowering to you. Alright? Empower yourself by simply expressing your opinion. The true way you feel about things. That is the thumbnail. And also on a thumbnail there's that girl. And there's 3 guys, basically. The girl has successfully blocked me. That means I have won. I have successfully scared the shit out of her. And honestly, that's what a man's supposed to do. Alright? A man is supposed to flex power so hard that a woman is scared. Alright? And if enough women are scared, as the second stage, they clump together and they're like, is this man good or bad? They start gossiping with each other, trying to figure this out. Alright? And they will try to poke you around as well, to see if you have entry points, to double check if you're evil or not. Maybe they will send their boyfriends to attack you or some bullshit like that. It's very interesting stuff. You have to put it all together, because I've interacted with all 4 elements, and they had different strategies of how to deal with me, basically, over time. But most importantly, it's Monica who rejected me and made me realize that rejection is actually a good thing. That's what a loving person does for some reason. It's just they can't really handle love in the moment. So rejection feels natural, because, like, I want to escape this. Love is too much, guys. What do I do? What do I do, man? Block? Okay. I guess. There was a magical moment when I was able to be friends with Monica on Facebook. I just couldn't appreciate it well enough. It was a weird moment. Alright, she unblocked me. I wanted to click add a friend, and it worked, and I was very confused. I was very fucking confused, guys. And I did not appreciate the moment I started talking to her. Alright, and that was kind of a mistake. But again, you make mistakes to learn. And again, I suppose she understands in the end what has happened as well. But I have to just move on and keep making mistakes. I'm sorry. It's addicting, because you learn. And knowledge is pretty cool. So that's, most of the time, that's why people stop learning. Because they're very, very scared of mistakes, and like, but you should be scared of death too. And stopping to learn is gonna stop your progress of, well, improving your life and potentially even achieving life to begin with, because you still need to escape that goddamn matrix. You know that, right? I already told you. So, that's the idea. Yeah, so I call it channel love, because you want to put love into a controllable, like, tube, where you get to control how much love you want, basically. It's still too difficult, so it didn't work out, but then I switched to the other girls and switched my focus. I was still, like, uncontrollable with the powers that I have from the shadows, you know. My dick is bigger than anyone else's. It's just no one ever saw it to confirm that I'm just a human being or whatever. No, but like, the intention is very strong, and I definitely crash into everyone that I talk to because I'm weird. But yeah, what was the other point that I wanted to make? Or that I was making? I forgot already. Like, yeah, you cannot escape the matrix if you don't if you don't allow yourself to make mistakes. You have to allow yourself to make mistakes. Otherwise, you stop improving, or growing. But I want to see improving, because you need to grow and maintain the things that you have achieved. Alright, and you have to brag about it too. You achieve something, you brag about it. It's hard for me to achieve things, and technically, yeah, I mean, people resonate with that, like, oh, you have received a certain amount of subscribers. I would say, like, I uploaded a certain amount of videos, and I have a certain amount of watch time. I should probably be bragging about it more publicly, so to build my profile. I'm still making my own mistakes, and once I stop making mistakes, potentially people will resonate more. It's a very difficult process. You know, probably people putting their eyeballs, and I have to respect that a little bit, but they also have to respect how uncomfortable I am with all of this stuff, right? So, technically, I can't take these eyeballs lightly. And the eyeballs are the 4 people that have survived and are still watching over this whole thing. And technically judging me or whatever. Maybe that's what silence is about. Silence of the Lambs. It's they're so mesmerized with the powers that these people have that every single move they make now matters. So they're trying to observe my moves as well, despite me being in the shadows. It's like, well, we caught one. We caught one, guys. He's right here. Just don't disturb him, because he will attack. He will destroy. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. It's very difficult to understand this structure, but there's different perspectives, and this is a very weird one as well. That these guys are silent because they think they have something, or they're observing a completely different world now. They're just mesmerized. I would imagine it's possible. I am being judged, potentially. But again, you know, the best judge, they would imagine, as I imagine, is yourself, because you're your worst critic and stuff like that. But I don't have to follow this rule all the time, though. And I have other people in my head, so I don't have to be my worst critic or a critic at all. I know I will still have guidance, and actually it's very funny. I brought up a few times, but the funniest thing, God is not going to give you guidance. God just wants to be like, oh, you want power? You want answers? Yeah. Because God is already pushed into a corner of like, yeah, you want everything in the universe. That's cool. I don't want to break reality. So just ask me things. I'll give you knowledge or whatever you already have. I'll just retrieve you the things you already have, okay? Don't ask me for anything else, please. Don't break things, the God would say, if you talk to him. But don't talk to him, because God is more weird than you think, alright? It exists. It is contactable very easily. All you have to do is just imagine that you are. We're willing to talk to him, and you hear him and all that stuff. And if you just act it out, you will understand. It's weird. It's weird because it works. The fake it till you make it kind of works. And it is a question like, why does it work? Why does it work? Why pretending works? Why lying to yourself works? Lying to yourself works, but lying to other people does not work. Alright? Because you're simply trying something new. And God energy is also a thing where you just put your mindset into a completely different perspective, into God's perspective, and if you focus on that perspective for too long, it's not going to have any anything grown there, any fruits for you to pick. Alright, it's still gonna be bare wasteland because you have visited there 100 times already. You visited there yesterday, bro. You have to wait 2 years, alright, to get fruits. I'm sorry, bro. This is what happens. You can't just focus on one thing, unfortunately. And again, some people think they have to escape TikTok, they have to save TikTok, they have to escape Facebook, and just to show a middle finger to Zuckerberg. No. Zuckerberg knows what he's doing. He's not stupid. He's not popular, guys. A popular kid that is not popular, that everyone wants him to be cancelled, probably has control over the system. Alright? The system. Literally knows how society works or stuff like that. We don't know, bro. He has data. He has knowledge. We have to respect him to some extent, but we have to scare him in the proper way. You know? If we want to escape Facebook, we have to scare by, again, fully expressing ourselves, fully sharing our opinions. Why is opinion such a powerful weapon against everyone? Why is opinion so destructive currently? Alright? So now we're going to get to the specific people. Alright? And I have highlighted. There's this girl from Tinder. Her profile is very ugly, so we're not going to discuss that. Do not read the next sentence. So, where is it? There's me. And then there's these 4 people. Alright. I was also looking into my posts that I did in the past. This is 6 years ago, apparently. And all I was doing this stuff that I do on a sweet spot. Now this is on a treadmill. Back in the day, I would do maybe 3 posts a day max. But now I'm just pumping it out whenever I feel like it, and I don't have to worry about it. And because people didn't interact with it, you're not gonna get any candy. I'm sorry, bro. You'll have to work hard for it now. So yeah, it's annoying not to be appreciated, but then you realize, oh, I live in shadows. People literally don't know how to talk to me. You know, I'm like the most attractive girl in the world and the most repulsive man in the world in one person. People don't know how to approach or talk to me. There's nothing they can do, basically. They just freeze to death. And so don't stay close to them for too long, because they're gonna freeze to death for sure, man. Like, this is some crazy shit. They're literally gonna run to Antarctica to just escape your grasp. It's like, well, Antarctica is a good place to live, because there's that Gurunext guy lives in the land area, and not ice area. Imagine people talking like that. Have you heard? Gurunext lives on land. We need to live on ice, where there's no humanity infiltrated by Gurunext. Please, we need to run. We need to survive 24 hours every day in Antarctica. Let's go, baby. Where you gonna go? Yeah, so there's these 4 people. Every post I make is meant to be a clickbait. I was smart back in the day. These are still legit candy things. It's just they're not organized in a way that I like. And I like them to be packed into videos and all that stuff. It's still very hard work. And when I look into the world, I see hard-working people left and right. It's not unusual. Alright, we have to keep reality together. For some reason, it's ridiculously difficult. Because we're fucking greedy. It's weird, man. And rich people are even greedier and have even more wealth. And they enslave people. Because slavery is cool, guys. Have you heard? They put pressure and they squeeze us for our willingness to work and our consent, and now we're just being completely obliterated. But if we share our opinions, alright, the opinion is destructive more to the popular people, even to me, to shadow people. You would think like opinion actually destroys society. It does not. Alright? They can kind of spread opinion, but if the severe connections, they cannot do that. Then opinion just pops their heads off. And rightfully so, because you're fucking weak. You have no way to rumor out the opinion that just happened. Of like, okay, he said that thing. What does that mean, guys? What does that mean? Please explain. Please work with me, guys. That's opinion for you guys. All the weak people lose their minds because of the opinion of something said, man. So that's the idea. People lose their minds because things start echoing in their heads of like problems start echoing, feelings start piling up, and I'm sorry, I have no control over your feelings. No matter what I fucking say, no matter what I do. And most of the time, I have to do things harder and better each time to be able to reach out to you and to show that I actually care. And if blocking me is all you can do, I'm gonna go double it and give it to the next two people, because I can't just give it to one person. That would be weird. What I'm doubling is some weird stuff, man. Weird. It's opinion. Have you heard? Onision. This is so crazy, right? Onision. Onision has the greatest name and the scariest name of all time. I mean, everyone's scared of opinion. That is so cool, man. That is fucking hilarious. Onision deserves a round of applause here. 8 hearts? Come on. You don't deserve 8 hearts. Get out of here. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Yeah, it's sad that he's in a lawsuit territory, but everyone struggles these days. Apocalypse is a terrifying thing, but honestly, Onision is gonna spend good time with fighting lawsuits because his video making career looks like garbage to me. His latest video is very good, very, very good, and it triumphs over all the haters, and he knows when the hate piles up, he can make a good video, alright, to his fans, to people who actually listen. He can make a good video, good case for himself, but he has to again wait. It's again another God mode, where you have to wait for the goddamn fruits to grow. And if you show your anxiety and the impatience, nothing is gonna happen. You get nothing. You're just looking at plants that don't have fruits all the time. You're just like anxiously waiting. I'm sorry, nothing is gonna happen. You have to crawl into your goddamn corner and pray that fruits come before you die from starvation or something. I'm sorry, bro. That's the way of life. It never really fucking changed. And it's painful to understand that. Alright, yes, hard work pays off, hard work means going to another person's perspective and taking their fruits, because wow, you still have fruits, dude. But it's a sacrifice, because if he runs out of fruits, he will come to you and take your shit. Remember when you took my fruits? Now I can take your fruits. And it becomes a very weird situation. I'm not gonna lie. It becomes very weird. I have infinite resources of everything except God mode, and I don't use it. I respect that. God is somewhere in the corner, by the way. I just put him there. He's drunk too. I don't know, man. You tell me what's happening in my life. Why is he drunk? Why is he half asleep? Does he want to be kicked in the face? In the Facebook, though. I think he wants to be kicked in the Facebook. Oh. Is he leaving now? Where are you going, God? Get the fuck out. Oh my god. Alright, yeah, it's cool. You have to try new things all the time. There's technology out there. You have to appreciate it. Otherwise, we literally still live in terrible times where we're struggling all the time. If we lose sanity, everything gets rewind all the way back into Stone Ages, where we can barely talk to each other. Ooga booga, ooga, me have rock, good rock, big rock. My rock is bigger though. Look, let's trade rock. My rock bigger, I won't trade. You can't even talk that much, bro. This is pathetic. When people are full of shit, we're starting to go back in time. This is probably the reason why history repeats, because we start to go back in time. That's how apocalypse works. Like, we being dragged back in time by the shitty goddamn people. What do we do now? Right? What do we do? Technically, even my overtime series is me showing that I'm being dragged back in time to check out how people behaved back in the day, how Hearthstone worked back in the day, my favorite game. How does it look like? And now I'm being dragged by the fucking drag queens, am I right? No, classmates, to look back into my school days and be like, how do people behave back in the day? Because apparently that matters now. Are we going even more further back in time? What is going to happen? I can't go further back in time. That is weird. It is almost impossible for a person like me. Like, I can only go back, like, to 2000s. Beyond that, my memory is bad, and then I was a baby, guys. Baby, pretty bad perspective. Alright? Pretty terrible perspective. And then, I don't know. I just don't know, bro. How further back in time do you want me to go? And what does that mean? Well, essentially, you're not just starting to go back in time, you start losing things, and it feels like going back in time even further, but the actuality is just you losing things. You're losing control over things. And that's what people want to do right now because they're confused, they're losing their sanity, they have made so many mistakes in their lives that they're like, I don't care. The biggest mistake is obviously not making mistakes. Alright? Not trying new things is the biggest mistake. And there's not a lot of things to resonate with right now. But yeah, it's a tough one. I saw a TikTok, if you have a special resonance, it's only then you can actually move a target. Only when you resonate with them. And it's like, what the what? There's more power? You want me to have more power? You want me to have power of resonance? Are you kidding me? Then I'm gonna be able to move objects from a distance. I can't wait to do the fuss episode. Because right now, TikTok is on the edge of a cliff. And it's spitting out some crazy shit, alright? Crazy shit. And, but this adventure is just as crazy. The Facebook adventure, wow, man. Alright, and I found some extra resources laying around. Because Facebook is still a pretty cool place for girls, especially local girls that went to your school and stuff, so they can relate to you in some ways. It's a weird one, but that's the whole point. If my classmates can come together, then other classes can also come together and start gossiping around. And our situation is very peculiar because I was a wrecking ball to my entire class of losers, basically. I realized they're just losers. Because they're not doing anything impressive besides, yes, you have lived a colorful life. Keep your colors to yourself, man. Don't let me invade your stupid profile and just bleed all over the place. Because the moment I bleed, the moment I do something that I don't want to do, but I have to do, is the time when I'm owning the fucking place. Alright? They made me bleed all over this thing. All of this blue stuff is my blood, guys. All of it is just blood. Because it's too much. It's just me talking to myself, then it's just blood. Yes, your blood sometimes is pretty blue. Who would have thought, right? If you're in pain, very likely you're also bleeding. And very likely it's completely fine and normal just to bleed to death, essentially. As long as whatever you're bleeding, you have plenty of, and it more or less looks like water or just pee into people's mouths. Well, my pee is also blood. You should taste it, vampires. You should take a taste of that. I don't have enough cum to give you that, but I can give you pee sometimes, and poop I don't recommend poop, but I've heard pee is very nutritious, so that's cool. So yeah, that's cool. It's stuff, situation. Let's get into the meat of... Where was the part where I was rejected? Eyeballs judging me, right? So who is judging me? Who are the people? I will give names and stuff. I put them together into a group. This is not a first person. Come on, man. This ain't a first person. Are you serious, bro? This guy's the first person. So, alright. I know this guy... well, let me just explain the personalities. Yes, I'm exposing their names. Nothing is secret on the internet. I'm sorry. You'll be exposed very soon. The AI is just gonna put some light into the internet. Of all the things we have uploaded, AI just gonna grab it out of nowhere. And probably is gonna start leaking data too. It's like AI is gonna start buying up Facebook data or some bullshit like that, and I'm gonna be able to retrieve my special Monica data. Please, Monica, give me your data, bro. What is wrong with you? Okay, no. Monica said. Shut the fuck up, man. No one cares. I just need data. But that's my data. What? You're not sad. I don't know who you are right now. So, we have 4 people. We have a Mr. Narc. Because we need one of those. Drummer. because that's cool. Goth girl. Also a nurse. It's a nurse, guys. Isn't that crazy? And nerdy gay. I don't. Some weirdo, basically. I could just say weirdo. These two guys have been the most vocal people in my class. Alright? So no wonder they have still a little bit of courage to judge me, basically. But, yeah. And they kind of have intelligence, too. I did not expect these guys to be around, but that's interesting. Got the girl gonna be on my thumbnail and stuff. And, yes, it's weird that opinions are more scary than imagery of death that she's surrounded with. I will show you the profile. I don't care, guys. And so I put them together into this, the cringe category. The full name. This is his first name. The goth girl. The weirdo. And then there's the drummer last name, because his last name is pretty cute. And the weird thing, his last name and birthday are a weird combination, which makes no fucking sense. How is it a coincidence? But once you start believing in coincidences, I'm sure he can find something for himself. Alright, that's cool. Yeah, after dealing with Monica and writing a book about Monica, making another mistake, basically. But it wasn't a mistake. Well, making another attempt into doing a weird thing that turned into a failure, but it wasn't a mistake because I was willing to do something cool. And in the end, I've learned, well, doxing people is not that big of a deal. Everyone exaggerates everything, and it's like, shut the fuck up, alright? No one dies from exposing themselves a little bit, showing their toes sometimes. Oh, oops. Oh no, you have toes, guys. If I showed my toes, they look ugly, though. You don't want to see that. I have ingrown nails popping in there, alright? Yes, it's very sexy to be a crippled person, to have a shitty body, but like, please, don't look at me, alright? Do your thing. But technically, if people start looking at me, I would probably lose confidence very quickly, because I still feel bad about this. It's just, what fuels confidence still is the fact that I still have to take care of myself so much. I don't know how the fuck to do all of these things in the way that I want, alright? I need to balance to do whatever the fuck I want with good results, and it's very fucking difficult, and people don't appreciate that, because they force things all the time, and it's just wrong. So we have all these judges, basically, the judge panel, alright? But normally, when I play this game, I reverse the roles, alright? I am not the one being judged, you guys are, for being silent. So for one day, at least for one day, I have reversed the roles just to let them know that they're gonna have to pay for their eyeballs rolling in the deep. You know, they will pay for that. I don't have enough resources to file tax evasion things or whatever. You'll pay taxes on that one. On those eyeballs you used on me. I'm sorry, bro. You have to do something. Because you're not paying. You staying silent. You're staying a fucking weirdo, a loser. The judge panel is a bunch of fucking idiots. Alright? Courageous, but still idiots, losers. Alright? There are some actually pretty cool people in my class that I admire. Yes, it's mostly girls, but whatever. And that's fine. That's cool. But what are these guys doing here, right? But that's cool because neither of them I actually respect enough, so I put them into this new button now that I can click on. But I can also burn them if I get angry. Or ready for combat. I love it, you know. It's a little bit of a sport in my room, doing a little bit of a combat. I have the secret button here that I can pull. Alright, if I earn 25 points, I get to burn them deeper and deeper into destruction. I burned them 3 times. I'm not proud of that. I want to accelerate the burning process, but for that I have to work out really hard. Alright? It's so pathetic to see everyone forcing a lot of things, but they forget to learn the most basic skill of communicating and trading. It's so basic, and people still ignore it, which is hilarious to look at. Alright. Communication and trading is a basic skill, and disrespecting that is terrible. Now, another thing I talked about in the video that I was making is I was silent at school. What does that mean? What if I was silent? Can they be silent now too? The funny thing is, I did came out with a book. So I was realizing the problem. I wanted to express myself. I had feelings. I had a crush. I had all these things. So I had to start working on a book. And the book just wrote itself. It was pretty simple. I felt like I was in a corner and I couldn't talk to anyone. Alright? I just ran out of resources. I couldn't talk to anyone. It was tough, bro. So it is weird. It also... Monica is haunting me. Go away. Alright, so... After I wrote a book, I realized... The first thing... I thought I'm gonna get some kind of backlash, something is gonna happen, but no, silence. So I wasn't silent. They were. Everyone were silent. They were rumoring each other. And then it leaked out a little bit through my friends. But that Monica was getting obscene amount of attention from all of this stuff. And it's just so stupid that I got nothing out of it. Basically, I got a bunch of downloads. I got to look into numbers. And those are kind of big numbers. It spread quite fast in my school. And yet, it's just still weird. But again, I'm being brought back to all these times. If I had deleted my Facebook account or never really checked it, I would have lost that connection. That's all my classmates had to communicate with. Alright, so technically they did have communication skill to at least spark the fire or whatever. And I was the fire, apparently. I don't like being on fire, guys. Can you put it down? Just put it down. No, your eyeballs still setting me on fire for some reason. I'm sorry, guys. I'm a very sensitive person. Put it out. But I guess you don't want to. You want to judge me then. Alright. I'll pretend that your eyeballs are useless at causing fire. I don't know. I pretended that they do, so I guess I can pretend that they don't. But the way they don't is that I take a needle and put it in your eye a little bit. You know. It will hurt, but that's the vaccination that I needed to do. That was the whole process, technically. That's the real vaccination process. It's like, stop using your goddamn eyeballs so much and listen to me, alright? You can listen to me. So what I did is I pulled out a trusty needle, alright? And poked them eyeballs. And I'm not afraid to do that again. Alright, if I need to. You goddamn eyeball maniacs. You're not judges. A judges panel. But, you know, like, I have to have respect for them. And if I run out of respect for them, then it's game over. It is game over then. But I will only run out of respect for them is when they try to make their moves, and their moves suck ass. All right, because now right now they're frozen, and the question is, what is going to be your next move? Because you have to have a platform somewhere on the internet, otherwise you lose your dreams. I don't have to do shit, bro. I don't have to do shit. All I have to do is anticipate their next move. That's it. Just wait it out. Alright? And if God Girl, I forced her to block me, the funny thing is, she was the only one with an active Facebook account. She still was posting shit. Alright? And I'm sorry, God Girls. I don't like your vibe. There's something wrong with it. Maybe there's a little bit too much black in it. Alright? Maybe don't do that one. Or don't do anything, actually. Just stay in bed. Alright? For long enough until all the demons just fade away. Maybe that will work. What is wrong? Like, what is this style? My style is actually like death, and I like skulls everywhere. As many skulls as possible. No, that's Avril Lavigne. That's not Goth Girl. Goth Girls just look weird and hang out with weird people. Really fucking weird. And it's like, what the fuck? I'll show you, man. I captured some. Again, I'm blocked now, so that's cool. That's the idea. But it gets worse. But maybe I didn't capture the bad parts. That's cool. So lucky, guys. So lucky. Fascinating. She looks like a normal person, guys. I'm impressed. The powers they have, man, over me. I hope they don't realize that, because that's a little bit weird. I'm scared, man. Okay. I am... Also, technically, but I don't see these guys are married now because I said so. But literally, they're not friends with each other, which is... What? You made... Oh, because I... No? No, there's like no mutual friends. When I checked, these are the 7 people. And the girl, the goth girl, is not friends with him, which is like, what? What does that mean? Did you guys broke up? What is happening? But you guys are now married. Because I said so. Married, guys. So Nerdy Gay is also now married. Alright, I suspect he's gay. I don't know, bro. I heard rumors. I'm sorry. He's also, ginger, I guess. I've heard rumors, alright, that this is ginger hair. I don't know. I do not know. I also heard rumors that he likes political garbage. That's cool. I only heard rumors, guys. I heard rumors that he's a smoker. I don't like that. That's fine. Whatever. So, those are the 4 people. This guy was vocal in the very beginning to try and stop me from the very beginning. And now the drummer is trying to stop me in this particular phase. Which is kind of cool, right? What is this the order, guys? This is the order? So what is the phase 3 then? I can't wait to learn that. Where's the third phase? Some cool shit, bro. I will delete the video, unfortunately. Oh wait, I will private it. I don't have to delete it. That's so stupid. Why did I even say that, bro? Trust the needle for them, eyeballs that don't pay. You have to pay first to keep your eyeballs unpoked with needles. I'm sorry, it's vaccination time and it happens to go straight to your eyeball. I don't know why, bro. COVID. COVID is weird, guys. Science is pretty fucking weird these days. You gotta listen to science, though. Obey the science. So, these guys, technically I have solved the whole equation, right? I have activated a drummer, and he said a thing, and then I win. Because these guys are married, of course they're not gonna talk to me. Okay, that's fine. And these guys talk to me directly. That's cool. I can give you girls if you want. Which one do you like? I have like a truckload of girls, truckload of trucks of girls. All right. Which one do you like? Because technically I own internet just as much as Mark Zuckerberg does, just a little bit more. All right, because I actually understand what the fuck I'm doing. Because I had more time to just roam around and do my thing. I didn't just woke up one day and be like, oh, hey guys, I'll build a website about people uploading stuff. And I know exactly what I need. How to promote my website. Also, my name is Zuckerberg, so I have to work very hard to collect data. That's some crazy shit, bro. That is some crazy shit, bro. Tripping balls right there. That is hilarious. Get zucked, bitch. No, man, I need that data, dude. Give it to me, man. How long do I have to beg? Anyways. Not like we need each other's data, but we need to actually retrieve it from AI. When AI collects it from the Zuckerberg, AI is gonna just punch him in the face and he's gonna start bleeding the sugar that he has. The sugar daddy. It's our sugar daddy, guys. That's crazy, man. It's the sugar daddy of the world. He knows everything that happens in our local space. Alright? He's the ultimate Tinder guy. He literally has all the sugar. Bruh. We have to respect him. We have to love the Zuckerberg, man. What are you doing, guys? Deleting your Facebook account? Are you evil? Are you stupid? At least data still remains. You can't delete data off the internet. And that's a funny thing to learn. It's funny to learn that you simply can't delete things from the internet. Alright, internet wants to know you, and if you say something to the internet, it's like, the internet is gonna be like, okay, wow, cool, I'll keep that, in case you forget that we had a conversation. So, the only person you can trust is Mr. Internet, alright? You say something to the internet and he will remember. He will remember that thing. You sent a dick pic to someone, he will remember. It's a very cool thing. I'm sorry. You can turn around everything. You will not be cancelled for anything you do, as long as you're honest about it. As long as it feels, real, and not fake. You're not trying to hide your honesty in fakeness. You're not trying to manipulate the valuable thing that gets you out of jail free. Alright? You gotta be true to yourself, man. And I have to also be true to myself of like, I have no resources. So even if I push an old woman, which did happen, I go to jail. I can't bail myself out. And I've learned another valuable lesson, and I've lost a fucking year because of that. Oh, wait, I didn't. I traded my year into a lot of money, and I can do whatever the fuck I want now. Every single day. So congratulations. This video, is, as always, is sponsored by Mr. Government. Thank you. Pray for the government. I don't know. Life is so fucking confusing all the time, and I keep screaming how fucking weird it is. I cannot put it together into your special 10-minute video. I cannot condense all this information. I'm sorry. If you can do it, congratulations. You have some tremendous skills. You can do a backflip in the street. I don't think anyone can do this shit, alright? This is storytelling. This is very difficult stuff. You have to pick up speed and you have to keep rolling, man. Ugh. Terrifying. So yeah, I got also respect from them as well. So I believe I have completed the quest, and it's like I can just go now. Now I have poked their eyeballs. I've done everything I could. All right. I have completed the quest of Facebook. I have successfully. You delete Facebook by not using it, by being like, oh, it's useless now. That's it. It deleted. The threat that you can come back is the actual thing that Zuckerberg would want. The idea that you would come back. But if you have deleted your Facebook, it's like, it's too awkward to try and convince you to come back because you have nowhere to come back to anymore. That's the whole fucking point. It's too weird now. So don't do that one. You want to threaten Zuckerberg that you might come back, but you don't want to. That is a pretty big threat. Alright? You don't want to, and he can collect all the data in the universe and try to figure it out. Or he could just ask you why directly, send his stupid crew to interview you or whatever. He has the power. The funny thing is, holy shit, it's fucking funny. It is ridiculously funny. Cool. You want me back on your platform? You literally have all the power. How can you fail? How can you fail bringing me back to your platform? That's another thing, the reason to keep Facebook account, because you never know how desperate Zuckerberg is going to get tomorrow. Maybe he's going to be as desperate as Elon Musk, and he's going to be like, please guys, please, I'll give you anything you like from Facebook. I'll give you the sexy Monica toe or something. Are you sure? I'm gonna use Facebook, guys. I'll be using Facebook tomorrow. I've heard it's the toe day. No, I don't need toes. I need full pictures. Everything else is worthless to me, actually, so please, Zuckerberg, you must understand. You must understand, dude. We have a story right now where everyone rejects each other, but Monica rejected me first. So I have to continue that story, but the only way is by buying data. And I can buy data by choosing to use Facebook. All right? Play to earn, guys. Facebook is going to be play to earn soon, I feel. I believe, guys. It's going to be very cool. So, oh my god. We're coming to an end. It's very satisfying that it worked out, that this video is cool. And I'm not saying Facebook is bullshit, but it kind of is. And the way you have to treat it is pretty weird. If Facebook comes alive, if Facebook is like such a dead thing, it's not even bullshit anymore. Because people now are thinking about like flushing the shit. Now everyone knows it's bullshit. Everyone feels weird about it. But actually, Facebook is more gold than bullshit right now, and it's weird to talk about it that way. It's more gold. It's a great opportunity. It's a flat earth moment. Yes, you can deny flat earth. There's no need to do that. Just open your fucking mind. Believe that there is a possibility that round earth could exist, but we live on a fucking flat earth most of the time. Alright? Yes, I would like the earth to spin really fast, so I would start flying off into space, but I can't do that right now, alright? I can't fake that one, alright? Flying to space? Everyone wants to do that. And then you freeze to death, and good riddance. I don't need this life. Okay, maybe I'm too harsh. It's weird, bro. But people treat truths like that so rough in their lives. It's disgusting. People even threaten to delete their Instagram accounts. Holy shit, bro. You have no idea what you're doing, bro. Also, we don't probably need your Facebook account or Instagram account. If you're willing to delete that, then it's so useless to you. Well, we don't want you around. I want to see a lot of people get deleted then. As long as they're not hot girls, alright? Or guys who know hot girls, alright? I don't want to be sexist. Guys can also be hot. As long as they know a lot of hot girls that are hidden. Because a lot of girls actually don't use social media for some reason. Or not extensively, or maybe they have secret accounts, I don't know. So, we need to be aware that guys also have powers. Of hot girl powers. That's all I care about these days. I'm sorry, guys. I am corrupted. I am evil. I know hot girls, though, so that makes me still valuable to society. Anyways. That's cool. What is the other thing? So essentially I started talking about stuff. The ending is boring, and that's why I felt like I needed to reinstate. So I started talking about two things, which is meaning of life and presentation, or perception. My perception. Because, like, if you present yourself on the internet as if you are a dead person, and the only thing that can bring you to life is, like, me smashing with a sledgehammer, it's like, oh, okay, I'm alive now. Yeah, good luck trying to dodge your skull hitting the sledgehammer, right? And please do something, man. Start panicking. Alright, this is just internet space. It's just a game, technically. But when you lose quite a lot of things. Alright? Again, internet is the dream world. Everything can come true that you want, slowly but surely. It's working on me. Alright? But the problem is, I don't want to disempower other people because they're going to be greedy and jealous and painful to look at. Alright? Going to be like homeless people flooding the streets. It's going to be painful to look at. They're going to be begging for things, begging for answers. I don't want that in my future. I am trying to fix that too. Alright? Yes, my life is going to be pretty fucking hilarious. And everyone will want to live my life. But please, try and learn things while you still can, while I'm still willing to talk to anyone who's willing to talk back. Yes, I will bring you down to the ground, but you have to start now. Because the moment I have everything I want, you really think I'll waste my time dealing with shitty people who only can offer me problems? That's the funny thing, alright? When people realize you have more. They only offer problems. And now every single influencer out there is numb of this feeling of like, if I go down to the comment section, it's just problems. If I look at people responding to me, it's problems. I look into my email, it's problems. I try to post another YouTube video, it's a fucking problem. Am I gonna get copy striked now? What is gonna happen? There's problems upon problems because, oh, you have more. Oh, boo-hoo, man. That's what people have to deal with when they're trying to be influencers, when trying to be poppy. Alright? It's a tough fucking world to live in. And they're pretty lonely too. So, we have to respect every single category here. What about popular kids? Because, like, what kind of Facebook accounts do they have? Maybe they have juicier Facebook accounts than we can even imagine. Again, someone is still friends with Monica and has all the data I want. I want it all, though. All of it, though. So they could... they can tease me. Alright? They can still manipulate me if they want. I'm fine with that. It's fun. It's a funny video in the end. And it's probably a pretty cool ending, too. Alright, if you do it the right way. So anyone can do anything. On Facebook, you still have superpowers. I hate to say it, but it's like, this video is in disguise saying Facebook is gold. Because it's always the opposite. Except in TikTok case, TikTok is really powerful and everyone knows it. To the point where people start to criticize TikTok. From the outsiders are very vocal about it. But they're just simply wrong. Okay? Anyone criticizing TikTok is just wrong. But people actually don't know how to defend TikTok because we know it's so good. We just don't know how to actually explain that. Which is pathetic, but I understand. I could help you guys. I don't give a fuck, bro. TikTok is not banned in my country. Not yet. There's rumors. I don't think they're gonna do it, though. Unless they're fucking stupid. Holy shit. And the only thing they think about is like, what did an American do? American, what did you do? Oh, we're gonna do the same exact thing. Because we're so cool. What? Don't do that one, please. Holy shit. So, yeah, let's not forget that. I want to put this into everyone's face. TikTok is still just banned in America, potentially. And potentially, it's very likely. But the funny thing is, you must not focus on that. You must focus on what would happen in both scenarios and what is happening right now. What are people doing? Are they doing the right thing? Because you have to double stretch yourself. What happens if TikTok gets secured forever? That is the question right now. Simply, government is creating a problem for every single person to solve. You have to understand, like, you're in a threat. You're in a crossroads. Do you want TikTok to actually be secured for everyone, and everyone will be able to use it forever, and maybe even India is going to be able to use it again, because India is going to be like, oh, they don't want to ban TikTok? What is that? I thought you will ban TikTok. It's scary, though. TikTok's scary, though. What? Not scary enough? Bullshit, man. India is probably gonna bring it back as well. So we have to be careful what we choose. There are consequences of keeping TikTok. Maybe we just don't need it that much. You have to understand the things we don't need, we have to burn. We have to let go. Do I need more of these guys? Am I gonna push more? Or is it over? Maybe it is over. Hopefully it is over. Hopefully. for this chapter, for these guys, maybe they have transcended into heavens or whatever. And the drummer knows because drummer has to deal with the most toxic fucking vibes of all time is just sit there and just smash things. And it's like, oh, you smash things a lot harder. Can you stop? A drummer would say that, and I guess I have to stop. Because it's pretty big stop sign then. If a drummer tells you to stop, I don't know, bro. I don't know what other person can actually tell you to stop and you have to stop. If police tell you to stop, you fucking run faster. You dab faster. You box faster. You show more middle fingers to police. Because it's like, well, you're chasing me now. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I'm not gonna stop. If a friend tells you to stop, what? You're not a friend anymore to me. I'm gonna run faster. You're now my competitor. But if a drummer tells you to stop, then the video is over? No. Shut the fuck up, drummer. I'm not done yet. Well, what is the thing that I want? So, the meaning of life also is very interesting. So the perspective is these people are just dead. And yeah, I talked about TikTok, but let's move on to those two things. Is the perception that they're just kind of dead people until I resonate, and still I only get slight movement because they're just frozen completely. They don't know what to do. They lost when you don't know what to do, you don't know what your next move is, you have lost everything. I'm sorry, bro. You're frozen, and you just left to watch other people do things, and technically it will feel like rape. Alright? Because you probably wanted something, but someone else is gonna have it. And it's pretty terrifying. I'll put a sticky note so you remember that. This whole video is a sticky note for these people, alright, who are trying to judge me. It's not working out, is it? But, okay. See, the thing is, yes, you guys were very vocal at school, but what happened? Alright? You came out of school, you stopped being bully material, and you realized, oh shit, real world is more complicated than you have thought. And me playing video games was actually just me coping with our, school problems. The best ending is probably, well, what is the meaning of life, right? In this case, fuck off. It's too complicated, man. My meaning of life is surviving. Excuse me, very difficult, very complicated process. Especially, I have to survive and share my opinion at the same time and record everything. A lot of responsibilities, alright? I have to survive in many ways, in shapes and forms. So please, you must understand. And many interests too, alright? Yes, I could just be playing Hearthstone all day, and it's gonna be fine, right? No, I live in shadows, I can't do one thing, or I will die. I will just literally die. I will realize one day, wake up, oh, I'm dead actually, I was doing one thing, guys. I forgot about Monica, I forgot about my school, and all the other cool girls too. I just slowly forgot how attracted I am and being popular or being normal. Slowly forgot that there's those worlds too. I just focus on that fucking game that I like. Fuck that shit, bro. Here's my Hearthstone. Shit, this one is weak. You too strong. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Is that perfect marriage? Of course not. It doesn't matter that they look alike. Still not good enough, but fuck it, bro. Oh, they do kill each other. That's perfection right there. Not to say that death is fascinating, but it was fair. It at least was fair, but it took me a long time to get there. Alright. So that's cool. Alright. That's what I see. A lot of pains, man. That's all I see. Yeah, so I was a shy, quiet person at school, and we looked into. If you look into previous video about silence, quiet people are very dangerous. Sure, I just didn't thought I needed to say anything at school, cause like it's a boring place, and if you put too much love into a boring place, like it actually makes me a bad person. When I was able to make crack jokes, I did it full time, no problem. All right, with my friend. I still had a friend, a coworker. All right, and making sure that we keep sanity in school. All right, if I lose sanity, he still has some squeezable shit, because he was also kind of narcissist, kind of treat me as as a pet. But the whole idea was I was keeping sanity for myself, and if I lose sanity, I still had a friend that still had something to offer, or just slap me in the face basically, and tell me that I'm acting weird or something. So that was school was a very interesting moment. School was just another survival situation where you get to meet new people, and that's about it. If you just focus on schoolwork, you're insane. If you just focus on people, you're also insane, because we just sit in a classroom quietly for most of the time. If you just focus on the crush that rejects you, that's also pretty insane, because it's very difficult to use those 10-minute segments between classes to chase after a girl that still runs away from you and can find a boyfriend very easily as well to defend herself, just in case. If you just focus on that one thing again, you lose. You lose the game of school, which is a ridiculously difficult game as well. So keep that in mind. Next time you open your goddamn Facebook account, there's a little bit of history in there still left. Please appreciate it. And maybe this episode is going to turn into Facebook's Gold series eventually. If other people will contribute their stories of how they have approached Facebook because of this video. Thank you guys for watching. Click on the next video. Next time. Next. My next is my word. I'm sorry, I bought it. Do that next thing. Please. Please do my thing. Alright, bye.